Hey babe, so today we're talking about feminine strategy. So I want to share something with you from my personal life. This is my journal. This isn't actually my journal, it's my planner. But this is an important part of my life because I actually use this to track my workouts. So not my daily workouts, which is in my gym. That notebook is in my gym, but my strategy for the next 3 or 4 months is what I use this for. And this is something that I believe is so vital and something that a lot of women miss these days. So this isn't to track the how, is to track the what, the strategy, the goal, the intention, right? The desire. And the other thing I want you to know about this is that currently the workout plan that I'm doing, it is not for right now. This workout plan is for the summer. So how many of you guys have heard the saying that summer bodies are made in the winter? I couldn't agree more, because whatever workout plan I'm doing right now, we're in the month of November, and whatever workout plan I do in November, December, January, February will reflect on my body in spring and summer. And this is how I want you to view your dating life, your relationship, if you're married, and your finances. And on my other channel, the money channel, we were talking about the other day how rich is easy, right? Like you see plenty of people getting rich quickly, but wealth takes time because wealth requires strategy. You know, those people like big time celebrities or athletes that go broke because they were rich, they weren't wealthy. They didn't have the strategy in place to become wealthy. This is the same when you're dating. When a woman is doing rotational dating, there is a rewiring of her brain happening. Now that she's deciding that she's not going to become any man's girlfriend, she knows her worth, she's dating multiple men, there's a level of patience that's required, there's a level of tactfulness, gracefulness, and navigating tricky conversations, which by the way I teach you guys how to do in the modern dating program. So you need to have that patience and that gracefulness, and every single time you do that, there's new neural pathways being built in your brain, which now you can use in other areas of your life. This applies to your relationships as well. If you're already married, you know, a lot of times I will notice that women are so stuck on what they can get right now in this moment, like whether it's his way or your way, the power struggle, that they miss the long-term strategy of how do they want the long-term relational dynamic of their relationship to be, right? So for example, if you're someone that's been in your masculine your entire relationship and now you're trying to switch this with your partner, then where you go to eat right now in this moment doesn't matter so much as the long-term game and strategy of switching the roles so that you can be more in your feminine and he can be more in his masculine, at least when you guys are interacting together. So again, I want to stress that this isn't about the how. A lot of women will get stuck in the how it's going to happen, and or like, is it there yet? Like, are we there yet? Has it happened yet? That's not what we're talking about, right? So a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish in my life, the things that made that happen weren't even invented when that desire was first placed in my heart. So having wasted time on the how wouldn't have made sense because the thing wasn't even invented. Like, for example, the internet wasn't invented when I had decided what my life was going to be like. Social media wasn't a thing yet. So if I sat there thinking about the how is this going to happen, I wouldn't have been able to come up with this weird concept of internet, because I can't, I think most people still can't really explain what that is, right? It's like electricity. Like, we know, we like it, we can't really like explain it in great detail, if that makes sense. At least I can't. So that's why don't get caught up in the how, but have a long-term strategy for what are you trying to shift in your life, right? And then have the patience to zoom out and let the thing build up, let the thing compound on itself, right? That's why one of the greatest concepts to me is compounding, right? Exponential growth. This is something that the average human brain can't even wrap its head around, how fast things grow. In the example of working out, for the first 18 months that you're working out, you may not notice the biggest results. But in that 18-month, the 20-month, 2 years later, you're going to be a completely different person, right? Inside and out, because you've been working out. Same thing with building wealth, right? Every dollar that you invest right now is going to compound on itself. It's the same thing when you plant. Oh, this is a great way to explain it. Planting seeds, right? You're not going to plant seeds and then keep digging them up to see if the tree is growing yet. You would kill it. But trust that if you water it and there's sunshine and there's patience, that it would eventually grow into a tree and then it will bear fruit. That's how I want you to look at dating, your relationship dynamics, your money, your fitness. It's not about the now. Whatever seeds you're planting now will compound. That's how my inner work has been. I was actually speaking to a client yesterday, and she was like, one of the things that I'm realizing is that inner work isn't linear. It's not. It's a compounded thing, right? Every bit of energy and time and dollar you invest in your inner work, trust me, it compounds on you. In the moment, you may actually be feeling worse because you're releasing emotions, you're facing things that maybe you haven't looked at ever or in a long time. So you may feel like a hot mess for a minute, but eventually it will compound and it will just change who you are. Like, I can't even believe how much my vibration has changed. Like, I am no longer a match for things that seemed normal. Chaos seemed normal in my life before, right? Being emotionally up and down seemed normal. I can't even imagine that. It almost feels like that was someone else's life at this point because my inner work has compounded. But you have to give it time to compound. Don't keep digging up that seed to see, are we there yet? Is it happening yet? Rotational dating. Oh, I had 3 guys in my rotation and now I only have 1. Great. 2 of them deselected themselves, which means they were not a good match, okay? And keep going. Keep planting those seeds because it's not about the number. It's about you standing up for your value, you standing up for your desires and your intentions. So get back in there, keep going, and let that compounding take effect. I love you guys. If you're new here, subscribe. All of my programs and intensives, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are linked in the description box. If you're ever unsure where to start, the Basic Babe to Self-Aware Barbie Bundle is amazing. And I just added another hour and 40 minutes of masculine and feminine 101 training in there. So tons of content in there, life-changing, paradigm-shifting. It also includes my 6-step inner work process. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.